This is the Comics Alternative on location at Valhalla Games and Comics for Free Comic Book Day 2017. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Comics Alternative on location. As we always are every month, we're at Valhalla Games and Comics in Plano, Texas. They are located at 3100 Independence Parkway in Plano, Texas. That's on the corner of Independence and Parker. Yeah, I blanked there for a second. Independence and Parker. And come on in. They have great deals. They have great people working here. And right now, this place is really active because I'm recording this. That's right. I'm recording this on Free Comic Book Day. It is May 6th. And there are quite a number of people in the shop. And I have sitting with us temporarily because it's really busy, the manager of the shop, Sabrina.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Busy. Super busy. Take care, buddy.
And it's been a long time since you've been on the On Location show. You're usually, when I come in here on Wednesday evenings, once a month, you're gone.
Yeah, indeed.
But you're here today, of course.
I am, of
with
course.
Your Viking hat.
Yes. So many people.
Yes.
It's great to see all the people.
Yes,
But
Sabrina is
busy
welcoming
day.
people as they come in the door.
I'm multitasking.
Yeah. Now, you guys opened at 10 o'clock this morning.
Indeed.
So you've been open for a little over an hour. And what has the business been like?
Good.
Crazy?
Yeah, we had a line out the door. We've got the Ecto 1 and the Jurassic Park Jeep. We've got a couple of voice actors for Dragon Ball Z.
That are down there
Andy,
at the back of the shop?
Indeed. Andy, we love having Andy.
Andy Hirsch, friend of the show.
One of the nicest guys. in
He
comics.
is. He's too nice.
Too nice?
Yes.
Is that possible?
Yes, maybe.
But yeah. Oh, bye, John. And I'm seeing so many people today.
Yes, she
Yes,
is.
I know. I need more coffee.
Oh. And then also sitting with us is actually someone that not only did I just meet, but in a first-timer on the show, Naheem. Naheem, how are you doing?
I'm well. Hello, everyone.
Naheem is one of our friendly regulars.
So he is,
Great.
but I've never met you before.
No, and this is my very first podcast, so please excuse, about 50% of anything I'll say.
Well, that's okay. That's the way I've been doing this for almost 5 years, and that's the way I feel with every single episode. That the listener should excuse what I say. Now, it's interesting how I met Naheem. I was talking with Sabrina about Heroes Con in Charlotte, North Carolina, which will take place next month, and I was telling her about that. And Naheem was standing within earshot, and he said something about, yeah, that's a really good con. And so I asked him, oh, have you been to Heroes Con? He said, yeah, I'm from Charlotte originally. And so, as I am as well, we struck up a conversation. And we found out that we had lived, maybe not at the same time, not that far from each other. But, finding a fellow Charlottean here in the DFW area, that's good.
Thank you, Free Comic Book Day. Just one more reason to come out.
Yes.
And now, being cool.
Yeah. So you, which of the Free Comic Book Day titles have really appealed to you? Which ones did you choose, in other words?
Oh, Monster High for sure.
Okay,
No,
now
that's
Monster
for my little one.
Okay, now educate me, because I'm not familiar with Monster High. This is a Titan book. It's one of the Titan Free Comic Book Day choices.
I can tell you that it's based on a popular TV show and toy line about young monsters that go to high school.
Okay. And they're all female?
They are all female.
Okay.
They have a lot of the modern technology that I don't personally think children should have, but it's an entertaining book. Mm-hmm. So we'll just go with that.
Okay, cool. So that's one of them. And another one?
This one is The Loud House from Nickelodeon. Another one I don't know about, but I just picked it up for the little one. I'm going to probably redo it later on, just to pretty much screen it, make sure it is appropriate, no hidden jokes.
Okay, so you have a little one at home?
Yes.
Yeah. How old?
9 going on 10.
Okay. Yeah, I've got my youngest daughter is just about to turn 18, so I don't have to worry about age-appropriate stuff for the most part now. But I used to.
Now, did she read comics and graphic
Yeah, she
novels
did.
growing
Yeah, primarily manga.
up? Okay.
But she would love things like Free Comic Book Day. She still likes it, but she's so involved in high school stuff now.
No,
She
I
just
get
doesn't
it.
come out as much.
Now, what are her college plans?
She's actually going into the Arts, Technology, and Emerging Communication program at UT Dallas.
Awesome.
So, yeah, it's where I currently teach. So, who knows? I may see her. But yeah, so that's what she has going on. But, yeah, I know about what you have to think about in terms of getting comics for the kids. But, yeah, very safe one. Well, what did you get for yourself, though?
Oh, myself, I got Rick and Morty, fan favorite show.
Okay, now tell me something. I at one point, I think I started watching an episode of Rick and Morty, and I was just flipping the channel, and my wife passed. What channel is it? Is it Nickelodeon?
No, it's Adult Swim.
Adult
Cartoon
Swim.
Network.
Okay, I can't remember. You can tell I don't watch it. And so I said, "Oh, I want to see what this is about," because a lot of people talk about Rick and Morty. And we started to watch it, but I can tell that it didn't resonate with my wife. She seemed bored, and so I said, "Yeah, you can turn it if you can. I don't have to watch this." But I hear a lot of people absolutely love it.
No, it's definitely a cult classic. Very in tune with Dan Harmon's other show, Community. It's just it's a eclectic bunch of randomness that just fits really well. But after that, my all-time favorite, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, you were telling me before we turned on the mic that that's one of your favorites, and it has been for a while, right?
Well, I just think it's one of the most impressive franchises given the synopsis. It's 4 turtles that are covered in goo, and they've made how many movies, television shows, and the line's going on for over 25 years.
Yeah, it's got some staying power.
Yeah.
And that's one of the IDW titles.
Yes. And Secret Empire from Marvel, full of its surprises. And the all-new Guardians of the Galaxy to get me ready for the movie that I have not seen yet, so no one please spoil it for me.
Don't worry, no spoilers here. I haven't had a chance to see it either.
Oh, so you haven't seen it either?
No, I'm not seeing it this weekend. I'll see it
Just because of the craziness
later.
of the crowds?
I never go on opening weekend.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely seeing it because it looks awesome.
It does look interesting. I probably
It's
won't
fun.
see it in the theater because as much as I plan to see something in the theater, I usually don't. So Doctor Strange, I mean, I thought that Doctor Strange was something that we would my wife and I would definitely go see back late last year because she's a Cumberbatch fan. Absolutely loves him. And I said, okay, that'd be a good opportunity. She would go to that, but we never got around to it. So
That's the last movie I saw in the theaters.
Oh.
So that's how freaking I visit that, right?
That's probably the last movie I saw in theaters.
Yeah. I just prefer watching it at home.
Yeah, if you have a decent-sized screen, I guess.
I just like being able to pause, get a snack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not having to put up with the crowds.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, besides, it's totally inappropriate to go to the movie theater in your pajamas.
Not really.
Depending, but
Depending.
still.
Well, speaking of movies, I see that you have the Wonder Woman posters up.
Oh, yeah.
So you excited about that?
I'm not really excited about mini movies anymore.
Okay.
I mean, Thor Ragnarok looks pretty... It looks like the one Thor movie I might actually like.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's so... It just looks really funny. And it's the guy that did What We Do in the Shadows, which is a funny movie, so...
I've not seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I found something interesting last night. I was watching on demand the latest episode of Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and which is ABC owned by Disney, which also owns Marvel. I was surprised in that, and again, this is on demand. I don't know if they did this commercial during the live run, probably so. There was a commercial for Wonder Woman, and I found that curious that a DC film commercial would be run during the showing of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Marvel owned by Disney.
Yeah. I just figured, hey, similar market.
Throw him a bone.
Well, if money's involved, if DC Warner threw money at him, why not? Because that's in my book that's what Marvel is all about.
Yeah.
So, but okay, so tell me some of these others. So we got off on a tangent with Guardians of the Galaxy. So that's another one that you got,
and just 2 trade paperbacks,
which were not part of Free Comic Book Day.
No.
No, he has to pay for those.
Okay.
All right, I spear tackled him.
Okay, you sure? You're not going to give him a break?
No.
Okay.
I don't know, on air, are you willing to give me a break?
So the Morrison Porter JLA.
Yes. That and Ellis Karnak.
Well, you do know it's buy 2 get 1 free.
I know. Someone was supposed to be hunting for a third book for me, and
what do
they
you
got
want? I'll
distracted. I told you.
Silly people.
It's fine. I'll go look later. But you did say you would go look for me.
I'll help you find something.
See, that's the great thing about the customer service at Valhalla Games and Comics is that not just any employee, but the shop manager will go searching for a title for you. So you request, eventually she'll get it. So you request it, and she will go pick it out for you.
I like comic books. They're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of sales do you have today for Free Comic Book Day, Sabrina?
God, let's see. We even have the new comics on sale, 10% off.
On all the new ones.
Statues and board games are 25% off.
Mm-hmm.
You got action figures on sale by like 20%. Collectible card games are like 15%. And we're doing like a buy 2 get 1 free for graphic novels, back issues, and variants. So, yeah, it's a good day to be at the comic shop.
Yeah, now, because this being a podcast and the nature of podcast, it's not live.
Yeah,
So it's too bad that the people who are listening to this right now can't benefit from those sales.
Just get a time machine.
Yeah.
And obviously we're going to do something like this for every Free Comic Book Day. But, yeah. Good times.
Well, I hope that the crowds continue to come in.
That would be grand.
Yeah. And just to give our listeners kind of a sense of place, in the shop I am located at a table with these guys right up at the front. So as people come in the door, then they'll see us. And in fact, that's one of the reasons why every now and again Sabrina will turn and talk to people as they come in, because she's greeting them.
Indeed.
She's greeting them not only as the manager of the local shop, but also, I guess, in the spirit of what they do at Walmart.
Yeah. I'm practicing. So I'm a little old lady, I can be a greeter.
Yeah. In case you need that career change.
Well, yeah. Hey, anything's possible, right?
Yeah, anything. Sure. So, yeah, we're at a pretty good location. I even have some Comic Alternative T-shirts that are up here if anyone wants to get those, which I think we've only sold one.
Hey, that's better than none.
That's true. That's better than none. We had them made up last year in time for Heroes Con, and Andy and I sold none at the table, which is unfortunate. But then again, I didn't really expect it, because unless you're a fan of the show, why would you buy a T-shirt that says the Comics Alternative on it, right?
Indeed.
But the one that we did sell was actually when we were here back in Halloween. Matt Cuzio bought one. So, but I've never seen him wear it. So maybe it was a pity purchase, because I said no one's ever bought a T-shirt.
He's like, I'll buy a T-shirt. I'm somebody.
Yeah.
Now you can say somebody.
Yeah, we have our cool. In fact, okay, Naheem, did you meet Andy Hirsch back here, the artist who's beside the voice guys? He was back here. He's doing some signings. He's the one who designed our logo last year. So that is his work, and he's in the shop right now. And maybe if I have some time later, I'll talk with him for this on-location episode. But yeah, so he designed that, and then we also have a T-shirt image that was designed by Craig Yo. And
which is pretty sweet.
Which, yeah, it is really sweet. Both of those are great T-shirts. So we have them, and if our listeners want to check out those T-shirts, just get in touch with me and let me know. Derek at comicsalternative.com, and we do have them in sale. Or if you support us on Patreon at a particular level, then you get a T-shirt.
Ooh, and you can properly represent.
That's right, yeah. And we do appreciate our patrons on Patreon. So check that out at patreon.com/comicsalternative. So right there, I mean, that was 2 call-outs within a minute of each other. Contact me and then Patreon.
Right?
Yep. I'm all about the call-outs. Call to action, at least. Okay, so let's talk further about the free comic book selections. I noticed that the Archie is, because you mentioned that Archie, before we turned on the mic, you said that you got started with Archie. There's, I guess this is a reprint of the Betty and Veronica #1, and then there's also a Road to Riverdale issue. What do you think? What's going on with the new Archie over the past few years?
Honestly, I think it's been impressive how they've kept the original quality of wholesomeness while still keeping it contemporary. They've been able to incorporate cell phones and texting while it still feels like Archie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about the horror titles like Afterlife with Archie or Sabrina?
Has been same tone, but a horrific twist, which has been really entertaining because you never thought about these doomsday scenarios happening in Riverdale. It's supposed to be this nice, sheltered, homey place, and I guess that was the focus of the television show. But that's its own separate entity from comics, and I'm talking about the comics.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen an episode of Riverdale yet. What's it like?
It is your modern teenage fanfare. It's good for that. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a Archie-esque Dawson's Creek.
Okay, so an Archie's Dawson's Creek.
More or less. I'll throw one spoiler out there. Jughead and Betty's in a relationship, and that's odd to me.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, see?
Jughead and Betty
is that audible?
are in a relationship?
Yes.
Okay. That kind of skews my whole view of the Archie world.
Yeah, it does. Though, honestly, the whole Betty, Veronica, Archie love triangle gets really boring after how long has it been going on? 70 years?
Yeah. Now, have you seen the Riverdale?
No, but if they did Afterlife with Archie, it'd be all over that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jughead, zombified, eating people, good times.
Yeah.
Because that guy can eat.
I always thought if you get Jughead and Popeye's Wimpy together,
dude,
what could they do?
Damage.
All and you the entire cattle line.
That'd be a fun show.
So we have a couple of Archie titles, and of course we have the obligatory DC and Marvel,
of course,
multiple issues. Do you like some of the stuff coming out from Boom Studios, like Lumberjanes?
I have not gotten to Lumberjanes yet, but I've heard good stuff about it. But outside the main stuff, I do like Bongo, IDW, Image, and several imprints, past and current.
Okay. Yeah, now, Image, I noticed, Image has, 3, at least, titles out for Free Comic Book Day. And I have a lot of the free comics here that the folks at the shop were so kind to leave out for me. But, of course, they're not here at my fingertips now. Let me see. What are the Image ones? Oh, one, I Hate Image. It's a Scotty Young.
Oh.
I Hate Fairyland. And there's a kid-oriented or younger reader Image title, Kid Savage. And I think that there's one more, but I can't recall what that is. So yeah, it's quite a number of choices from these publishers.
Those are a lot of books when you look at them all together.
Yeah, they are. One that I was particularly interested in, because in the past they've done some really good stuff, and that is the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund is usually an anthology free comic book day issue, and this year They have contributions from Jeffrey Brown, Ryan North, Jennifer Holm, Mike Lawrence, George O'Connor, Matthew Liu, and Farland Koch, or Cook. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, C-O or K-O-C-H. So, and mostly these seem to be for younger readers, which kind of makes sense, I guess, for that. Well, Naheem, I know you need to head out and get back to the family, but it was nice to meet you. Thank you for talking here on the On Location show.
Oh, it's a pleasure, and thank you very much. It was awesome meeting you, and definitely cherry on the Sunday to my day, before the actual Sunday to my day.
Well, yeah, and, come back in for our usual Wednesday evening On Location shows once a month. It'd be great talking to you again.
Awesome. I look forward to it.
Okay. Now I have with me another shop employee, Stephanie. You've been on the show many, many times.
I have.
And earlier you were attending to the register when it was really, really busy.
Yep.
So I found it curious that now Sabrina's taken your place where things have calmed down. And then you got the brunt. Yeah.
Well, it was kind of just like
being a manager.
Freddie's going to be in the back. Sabrina's going to be organizing and wrangling people. And they're like, you're going to be on register. It's like, well, okay. So I kind of got volunteered for it, but I can handle it.
Yeah. So have you had the opportunity to look through a lot of the free comic book day offerings?
Not too much, but I know they had the Wonder Woman one from DC with Rucka and I think Nicola Scott art. It was one of the two artists that they have on the book currently, and so that's a good one to pick up. They also have the I Hate Fairyland one. It's like I Hate Image, and it's basically the character jumping from all the Image books. So you have like Wicked Divine, Saga, Bitch Planet, like pretty much anything.
Walking Dead, of course.
Walking Dead, that was there too. So it was just really comprehensive and interesting. And that has like a really cool parody cover where it's like her standing on top of the pile of Image characters.
Yeah. So tell me, what do you guys do in the lead up, the day or so, or even the morning before you guys open for Free Comic Book Day? How do you prepare?
Well, we tried to call everyone to let everyone know, but last night we were actually really busy, so I don't even know if we got through calling everyone. Then we try to like reorganize all the tables and stuff, clean. So basically, like, make sure everything's spotless, make signs, get the word out, make sure that, everyone outside is, like, all our guests are taken care of, and we get them inside and help them set up. So it's just a lot of preparation for it.
Because Freddie was telling me he's been here since 6:30 this morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that what time you had to get here?
No, I got here at 9:30, so I got here quite a bit later than he did.
So you got a little more sleep.
Yeah, so, I mean, it worked out, but, Freddie's dedicated.
Now, you said calling people. I mean, what do you mean calling people?
So we have sub-customers. We just wanted to let them know that for today, if they got, like, everything in their sub, we would give them a special price on their comics today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because we do have some people that, like, they're out for a bit, then they come back, and their subs are, like, huge, so we just want to, like, help them, help us, get everything.
Right, it's a way for them to, well, first off, come in and pick up their comics so you can sell them, but less backup for you guys.
Mm-hmm. And that's been really successful so far. That's helped out a lot. We have so much more room.
Free Comic Book Day?
Mm-hmm.
So now, how does that work? When I wondered about that, and I guess different shops work in different ways. Mm-hmm. When you have a customer with a pull list and they don't come in to pick up their comics for a certain period of time, I mean, at what point does it become critical?
It depends on how much comics they get, because if they're getting like one thing a month, it's not, them not coming in for like a month or two isn't going to like break us. But if they're getting like 10 or 12 titles, then like quickly within like a month, we have to call them and be like, come in please and talk with us. And if people are going on a vacation or they're out of town or going through some stuff, if they communicate with us, we can work with them. Mm-hmm. But if you're not coming in and you're ordering a lot of stuff, it does hurt your comic book shop, because we are ordering things that are not being picked up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And plus, if it's on someone's pull list, or if they're in essence asking you, get this for me, and so you have to make the purchase under good faith that they're gonna pay you for that. So,
yeah. So it's a thing. It can be hard sometimes.
Now I noticed that around noon, I guess, the crowd significantly died out. Does that typically happen on Free Comic Book Day?
I think it depends on, like, what you're doing, how you're doing it, sort of thing. So, like, right now there's like spurts. So like a lot of people come in like first thing in the morning, come in, and then we'll have like more people come in later. But yeah, usually the morning's the busiest, just like the first couple hours for us.
I walked around a little while ago. I didn't see how things are going. I mean, is there any danger of you guys running out of the free comics?
We look like we're pretty good on comics. I mean, you can run out. We have done, especially if there's something that's like a must-have sort of thing. Like they've had they haven't. I don't think they did it this year, but Dark Horse has done Avatar: The Last Airbender comics, and they're original stories with the people that do the comic art, and it's only in the free comic book day thing. So that one's really good. Like the Image one's pretty good. Usually, like stuff that are like full comics and people know that they're full comics usually go first. So there'll be stuff like that.
You mean ones that aren't excerpts from other things that have either already come out or about to come out? Things that kind of like standalone that you can only find in a free comic book day issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that, and usually those are the ones that tend to go first.
Yeah. Yeah, another popular one, and they haven't done this for maybe the past couple of years, is Boom and Archaea's hardbound little free comic book day book.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen those. I don't think they've done that recently. But,
it's been a few years.
But I mean, they've done interesting things, and then there'll also be exclusives. Like there was Iron Fist pops that are gone. We also have the Dice Masters game exclusives, and then the Bombshells exclusives. So I think we still have the Bombshells, but beyond that, it's like, so things do run out. So like, early bird gets the worm sort of thing.
Yeah. So what do you guys do with all the issues? And I guess same thing with Halloween Comic Fest. With all those free comics, what do you do at the end of the day when they're all...
Okay, so if we have extra, we'll sometimes use them for since we got them to give out, what we'll do is we'll if we're going to like an event, we'll take that with us to give out. Or if they're kid friendly, we'll go and we'll donate them to like some of the tutoring places for their lobbies, so they can have them out there. So we find uses for them, and they still get given out.
Oh, good. So someone enjoys them in some way or another. So that's really good. So you're going to be here until, what, the rest of the day? Or
I'm here till 2:30, so...
And then what is your post-free comic book day like?
I'm going to the Pocket Sandwich Theater. They have a superhero melodrama that they wrote, so I'm going to go see that.
And what is this?
It's a theater in downtown, and they actually have original plays that they do...
In Dallas.
And so they'll do melodramas, and so when they do melodramas, they'll have, like... unflavored popcorn that you can like use to throw at the stage and whatnot. So it's basically like an interactive experience, and it's really fun. They also do Scrooged, which is Hurt Scrooge. It's either called that or something else, but it's an original musical that they wrote to the Christmas Carol, and it's fantastic. Like if you can go, it's great. It's dinner and a show, and it's just a good thing.
Huh. Okay. So that's what your day is going to be like after a tiring day at the register.
Yeah, so it's going to be a good superhero-filled day, so I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we had the chance to talk, and you got a break from the register, and let us know. Your efforts for Free Comic Book Day. I'll be back in here back on the regular schedule. I guess beginning next month in June for my On Location show. But I wanted to make sure that the May On Location episode was on Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. And I also want to thank both Sabrina and someone we didn't get on mic, Freddie, who was kind enough to supply me with Free Comic Book Day titles so we could talk about many of these things. And everybody who joined me briefly to talk for a few minutes on Free Comic Book Day, thank you very much. You've been listening to the Comics Alternative On Location from Valhalla Games and Comics. They're located at 3100 Independence Parkway in Plano, Texas. If you're in the area, definitely check them out. And if you're not in the area, go to their Facebook page and say, hey, next time I'm in the area, I want to check you guys out. I heard about you through the Comics Alternative. And if you want to find more about the Comics Alternative, then go to our website, comicsalternative.com. Go to our contact page, and there you're going to find all the ways of getting in touch with us via email, phone, online messaging, social media avenues. It's very easy to contact us. That's comicsalternative.com. I hope everyone enjoyed Free Comic Book Day. I did, and we'll be talking with you later.